I could have been an Asian, Puerto Rican, or Jamaican. Could have been Cuban, Colombian, or Haitian. I could have been from Chinese, Japanese, or from overseas. I could have been Guyanese or from the West Indies, but God made me black.
You know, I say, let me come to Glenna's show and let her know I'm going to run for Congress.
For a seat currently held by Shelia Cherfilus McCormick, is under indictment by the federal government for using stolen COVID relief money to win her seat in Congress in 2021. That prompted a House Ethics Committee investigation that says it found she solicited more than $800,000 in oil money to boost her 2022 reelection campaign. But that's not why Campbell says he's running.
It is a very underserved community district. Is very underserved. The district, the representation of the district is not there. People want to be able to engage with their congressperson.
So are you saying Shelia Cherfilus McCormick as sitting congresswoman is not engaging enough?
Well, mainly, you know, one thing about, let me tell you something. One thing about me, I looked at the race and I said, if the congresswoman was doing her job, then I wouldn't get in the race. That's not my thing.
Might have to drop a dime on them niggas. For sure. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stop it. I don't like that shit. For sure, bro. I don't like that shit.
All right, fam, y'all know how we do. Always pushing health, wealth, and the better understanding of self. So in this video, man, we're going over how Uncle Luke wants to be a part of the Congressional Black Caucus now. Okay, you can't make this up. He see how much money they be scamming and they get, and he wants some of it. He want a piece. And the person he's trying to replace, Shelia Cherfilus, is from Miami, and she already got a case pending. Y'all, you can't make this up. I'm gonna also play y'all how Uncle Luke said he was at Trump party in the 90s and he had to leave because of underage women. Now, you know Uncle Luke is a proud Democrat. He stand on a lot of Democrat business. I think they giving him a check. But I'm gonna play both of these clips. I want to know what y'all think in the comment section. I canceled him last year when he said something about FBA, so he already canceled, but we still gonna keep putting the X on their face once they come into public. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, push me on the algorithm. I greatly appreciate that. Let's get it.
Luther Campbell, widely known around the world as Uncle Luke, made it official this morning right here on Local 10.
He's running for Congress, hoping to unseat South Florida Democrat Shelia Cherfilus McCormick. A pivotal figure in hip-hop as a rapper and producer, Luther Uncle Luke Campbell brought Two Live Crew to fame in the 80s. He then led the group through landmark legal battles in the 90s over the obscene nature of the group's lyrics, winning free speech protections for their music. Today, Campbell's activism available for all to see and hear in his broadcasts and podcasts.
Thank you.
Great to see
I feel like
you.
I'm a fixture here.
Campbell's also a frequent guest on This Week in South Florida with Glenna Milberg.
At the end of the day, once I did my due diligence, you know, I say, let me come to Glenna's show and let her know I'm going to run for Congress.
For a seat currently held by Shelia Cherfilus McCormick.
Now, this woman, I did videos on this woman. This woman got caught $5 million. Okay, so it's a, you know, he can get in there, and she's Haitian descent. Uncle Luke is Jamaican and Bahamian descent, and we don't have no real FBAs. It's like, I'm shocked that it makes sense for him to want to go join, because it's pretty much like the Caribbean caucus. Y'all know I went over this on my channel, but he's probably gonna do the same thing she's doing, and nothing's gonna change.
She's under indictment by the federal government for using stolen COVID relief money to win her seat in Congress in 2021. That prompted a House Ethics Committee investigation that says it found she solicited more than $800,000 in oil money to boost her 2022 reelection campaign. But that's not why Campbell says he's running.
It don't matter. We tired of this immigrant coming into our politics right now. Okay, we trying to make a bill and policy that where you have to be 5, 6 generation, your family has to be here. Because these people don't really care about the American people that much. You see how he talk about FBA. FBA is the CIA, like they don't even care about the originals, the Aboriginal people to this land.
Very underserved community district is very underserved. The district, the representation of the district is not there. People want to be able to engage with their congressperson.
So are you saying Shelia Cherfilus McCormick, as sitting congresswoman, is not engaging enough?
Well, mainly, you know, one thing about, let me tell you something. One thing about me, I looked at the race and I said, if the congresswoman was doing her job, then I wouldn't get in the race. That's not my thing.
Campbell told Glenna he would fight to maintain temporary protected.
What you mean if she was doing her job? You know, none of them ain't doing their job. She got caught with her hand in the cookie jar, and he finna put his hand in the cookie jar. I don't trust these entertainers. Just like Willie D. We finna go over the story. He said, you can't trust these people. These people get paid to influence. That's where their money comes in.
Status for the hundreds of thousands of people in South Florida who face having to leave this country.
In this race, who's going to be able to go talk to Marco Rubio? Who's going to be able to go talk to Donald Trump? Me. I'm the only one that can do that.
Campbell gave up his job as head football coach at Miami Edison Senior High School after 8 seasons to run for office. But
you've got a background that's an opposition researcher's dream. I mean, are you prepared for what's going to come at you in a race in negative campaigning?
Oh, no doubt about it. My track record, my life story, when I thought about this, you know, mostly people will get into a race and they'll say, write down the 10 things that you don't want people to know about. Well, the 10 things that I don't want people to know about, everybody already know about. People know my history. But then at the same time, people know the things that I've done in the community.
And the worst thing about his history is his tetherism. Disrespect of the foundation of Black Americans, where he, you know, trying to take shots at Tyree. I think they're paying him to say all kind of stuff about us. But this is where, you know, he's not co-signing Florida. We're not stamping him in Florida. All right. He did his thing in music. You know, we grew up listening to him. But when it comes to politics, you know, he need to go be a politician in the Bahamas or Jamaica. All right, now here is the video of Uncle Luke. He's talking about visiting the Trump party in the 90s. Check this out.
Man took us around the house. Okay, he said, look, I got all these women. I got these women from the pageant. They're going to be there. So we went. It was like, hey, man, I got a pageant down here. I'm hosting these women at the house. Okay, up in Palm Beach. They send some cars to pick us up. We get in the cars, we drive up there, me, Mike, Eddie Murphy, we all in our own individual cars. Car service drove us up there. We got there, he showed us around the house, you know, told us about this mansion and the history behind it and all that. Just the golf course, it was dark. We couldn't see the golf course and things like that. And then before you know it, hey, man, y'all enjoy yourself. We got cocktails and everything. And before you know it, the rooms and everything start popping. It wasn't no DJ. It was more of, hey, get in where you fit in. Whatever room you're going to go in, you go into that room.
So you say no DJ. There was no music? Or the music was piped in?
No, there wasn't no music.
No music.
That was the interesting part about it. It wasn't no music.
So women just naked in rooms with no music?
Hey, people walk around. It wasn't, listen, it wasn't nothing wrong with that. I was happy to be at that party, but then at the end of the day, when I started looking at some of these girls' faces, I was like, man, these girls don't look like they're old enough. I didn't ask nobody their age. And then all the other stuff going on, you know, it was like, okay, I can't be up here. I got to go. If I'm going to jail, then somebody's going to extort me. I really, you know, I don't do drugs, never did it in my life. You know, I smoked marijuana 2 times, you know, when I was in high school, and I didn't like the experience. As far as drugs, I may have sold drugs. I never liked the people who I sold them to when I was young, because I thought they were stupid for buying it. So I never cared to indulge in it. So when I do see people doing it, if I'm around it, I get away from it. Put it that way.
And here, Uncle Luke again talks about showing up. He was there with Mike Tyson. He was there with other celebrities. And he talks about how the girls there were so young. He didn't want to be around it. He thought that he could also be extorted if he was there. Listen to him in his own words again, talking about the event. Let's play it.
The thing, let me tell you, the thing is when you're around, I've been around a lot of models and a lot of these pageant women, because that's what mostly it was. It was mostly pageant women.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of these women ain't of age. So when you got a whole bunch of these women running around, whether they of age or not, there's a lot of things going on. You just, some women look too young.
Okay, so the biggest thing I get from that is, he's saying the women was looking young, but shout out that he said this a minute ago. So, all right, so we can understand that it said it a minute ago. It probably got some truth to it. But the fact that he is playing sides on the Democrat side, it's going to look like you got this information to spread out about Trump because of the back and forth what's going on with the right and the left. Instead of this being on the forefront and us knowing about this and everybody giving their opinions on the kid, it's like just because y'all come so much and say so much about Trump, it hurts y'all when y'all say things. That's just my opinion. I want to know what y'all think though in the comment section, man. I just don't want the CBC to be even running. So him trying to get into the CBC, he see a kind of money play or a money grab he can get. And I ain't with all of that, but I want to know what y'all think in the comment section, man. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace and love.
Community must have three things to have a community in it. You must have a wholly independent economic structure that can provide goods, service, products, and things for your own people, and jobs and tax bases for your own people. You should at least control four basic things. You should be trying to control water, food, medicine, and energy to be able to survive and compete.
Here we got Mr. Pollock. He had a cornfield. He took advantage of a free water test from us, and this is what we found in this water. We found sulfur, we found hardness, and we solved these problems with an easy fix of 2 tanks. So get your free water test today. Stay blessed. Click the link below.